I think in the beginning, when it's all started, like how many years we're doing this all together? How many years are you doing this?
I forget.
No, come on.
Yeah, I mean the craft chocolate began Schaffenberger in America, right?
Yeah. No, but
That's
you
before
personally.
2010. 2010 is when it kicked off. You know, you had Dick Taylor, you had Dandelion, the early days of the craft chocolate birth. We were talking about that. I feel like we're always in a birthing channel. Do you feel like you're in a birthing channel all the time?
No, in the
there's
beginning,
light at the end of the tunnel and we're going to get out there, but right now we're like in this birthing channel.
I think in
together.
the beginning I took it
We're
very
like twins.
personally, very egoistic in a way. When I didn't know that we will become a community,
I see that.
I had a feeling that, okay, I'm a chocolatier. Am I doing better than that one, better than this person? Oh, that was a competitive feeling
That's
for
how
me.
you analyze the situation around you. Yeah.
Because I was analyzing it from the point of individual.
Right.
So you are individual who is competitive with others individual.
It's a survival instinct. But actually, if we're all doing that, we're maybe missing opportunities. And what I love about the craft chocolate space is that people have realized that others are on the same journey, and actually we can collaborate much more effectively than we can compete.
But even if we are not collaborating, we are not getting through this.
Then we're not going to make it through the
right. Because the goal is so difficult. And the competitive part, like on the other side of the mass market, is so much money involved, so much marketing involved, so much strength involved, that the only opportunity for all of us is being together. It's like calling us a family.
Yeah.
And then really, like, now we look at this fair, we all hug each other. It's not just because we are nice to each other. We really appreciate each other, everyone.
It's sincere. It's not a disingenuous.
Absolutely. We're all different. And I always say, okay, if someone asks me, Rita, but you getting those secrets to that person, and you like, yeah, this is look like your stuff, and why do you teach another person? I say, like, look from the window. You see 5 houses. In each house you have 20 people living.
Right.
So there's altogether 100 people living. If 10 houses are my clients, I'm completely done. I'm good.
That's more than enough. I feel it's a time for a new paradigm in business. Like, it's not just about the craft chocolate community. It's actually, isn't it time to change the way we do business? You know, because of the way business is affecting the planet, culture,
I think this
environment.
Is, for me at least,
shake it up.
That would be my question, because you are one of the very, I'm not saying rare, but true serious people who care about climate, who care about sustainability. It's not just a nice word on your packaging. That's part of your philosophy and part of your nature.
Yeah, I mean, well, we have an obligation, in my opinion, in the chocolate world, because the history of the chocolate world is based on somebody profiting at the end, somebody's suffering. Yeah. This is how it's been for a long time. We have to look that in the face, and it's still, right? That's what I'm saying. It's a time to change the paradigm. It doesn't need to be like that. And actually, what you were saying earlier, when it's this survival instinct, I need to fight my way and beat my competitors, that goes against the nature of doing something which is just open, transparent, and creates equality. I have to look myself in the mirror all the time, right? You know, and actually, when I was like 12 years old, I looked in the mirror and I thought, wow, that's gonna be the same guy I see for the rest of my life. So I better get to like that guy, because I'm gonna see him every day, right? And so that's where integrity comes from, because I think if you have integrity, then you can at least live with yourself. And then hopefully love yourself too, right? But you're an artist.
Well, you can say so.
Right?
You can. Well, in my background.
Yeah,
I was working in a theater.
Right.
So, and it's performing art, but I also worked in art consulting. 10, 12 years.
Yeah. So we all find our way here, but who knows why? I mean, maybe we can all make a little difference to this industry by approaching it in the way that we do, and we're more likely to do that if we work together or complement each other rather than working against each other, right?
Do you feel for you that there is some point there is limit? You don't want to grow anymore, you don't want to do anymore?
Absolutely.
Number is your limit, or
well, there's different ways you can look
ideas?
At it. Not so much ideas. We have infinite ideas. We have to restrict the ideas we have, but the capacity of chocolate that we can make, 60 tons. I reckon in a year,
That's a lot.
annual production, 60 tons of chocolate, that's kind of our max, right?
So this is what you decided for
Yeah.
yourself, and
Well, that's the max we could do from our factory the way we have it arranged. And in terms of income, there is also a number. I think there's a number for everybody. It's like the number that everybody needs to raise some children, to go on a holiday, to have a reasonable lifestyle. But when we reach that point, that's it. It's not like this idea that we want to make tons of money. It's not where that's not where happiness
you look in the
is.
mirror.
Yeah,
first, right?
exactly, right?
Is that the
You
answer?
gotta look in the mirror. So I don't want to get carried away.
Yeah.
I think that's not. If we want happiness, I don't know if that's what we're trying to achieve, but I don't think that's where we're going to find it. The idea is to be in the present and to do the right thing in the moment, to create a company that is, doing good work.
Were there the moments when then you really thought, okay, I'm giving up? It's
Yeah,
too
there's
much,
been
I don't want
times.
that.
Yeah, honestly, there's been times. I would be lying if I didn't say there was times when you're just like, you know what? I could do without any of this. I love nature. I love hiking. I love fishing. I want to be out in the nature, and this stops me sometimes. So it can get very frustrating when I'm stuck.
Because of no time. Or...
Yeah, right. Time. Yeah. How about you?
Well, for me, it's if you build something where you really build it on something unique.
Yeah.
Say, I mean, I'm not making compliment to myself, but you build it on your fantasy and on your brain.
Yeah.
Then you cannot really hire someone to do this job. Which
Right.
direction do I go? Do I stay an artist, like freestyle, but where the money comes from? Do I become producer of bonbons? This means that I'm really simplifying things, teaching people and knowing that they will leave, and then I need, like, it's just a different business. In my case, it's just a different decision, like super hard decision, and I don't know how to make this decision. I can say the artist, but then I need to know how do I, or what is the income? Like bonbons are 20% of my income for
Right.
now.
Right.
The rest is the events and me myself performing.
Yeah.
I like it and I can
Yeah.
do it, but how
Yeah.
long? Like it's all based on me.
Right.
What is your instrument if you're an actor?
Your
What is
voice,
your product?
It's you.
It's just your nervous system. That's you.
nervous system.
You don't have anything crafted. And I always I was so sick about that. I just want to see anything little coming from my hands, like whatever size, whatever meaning. I want to see that I am able as a creature to craft something which is
Yeah.
visible.
Yeah.
So I went to
too.
that and I thought like, wow, this is such a transmission through all the fantasies and all the world I have and all the things I learn in my life, all the things I imagine. I can just squeeze them in a little miniature,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
whatever the story I tell, this is here. And sometimes the beauty is that if I give it to people, I don't tell the story, but the idea is there. It could be like abstract idea, philosophical idea, very food-related idea, whatever. And sometimes people read it through it, and they tell me that story without me telling
They
them.
know the story.
They kind of read
It's
it in there.
intuitive in there. That's
they
it.
just say like, oh, I feel this
yeah.
and this, and I'm like, can you feel it? Is it possible? So it's possible to exchange the kind of energy between people through just a little
You're
something.
communicating your art.
Like when people tell me, why
weird.
do you create, like they are little, why do you spend time on making them beautiful and perfect? They will be eaten anyhow. Why do you, like, that's crazy, don't
So
do
why?
By doing this, I give people, or I force people to stop. Because in order to enjoy this, you have to destroy this. And if you destroy in something beautiful, you stop.
Yeah.
You cannot just do it on the way.
Yeah.
So I know that everyone who's looking at this, see, okay, how am I going to eat it? I know I'm not going to destroy it tomorrow. And so that's the decision you make. And in this very moment, you're very present. It's exactly what you're saying. You take in
Yeah.
this moment to feel, because it's not going to exist anymore.
Right.
And it was beautiful and you killed it. And that's the thing where I think this is my mission in a way,
I love
that
that.
someone can stay here for a little moment without me telling him, be awareful, be
No.
conscious, think about your food. No, I'm not present. I'm just creating something beautiful, which is impossible to destroy without being in this moment.
You don't have to tell them because it comes naturally to them to stop and go.
Yeah.
And so you call them into the moment.
Yeah. And if you don't
Beautiful.
destroy this,
Beautiful.
you will not, if you see it forever, it will stay beautiful, but you never get the flavor.
Yeah.
So the other part of the beauty you will never experience. If you want to experience the whole thing, you have to kill it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing
That makes me think.
I love.
That's great.
I love about
That's great to understand about you. And it just kind of, I've always wondered, why are your chocolates so distinctive? They call me to look at them. They call me to be present with them. And like, if I'm going to eat one, I'm going to destroy it. It totally makes sense.
It's like an exercise in mortality a little bit, like, you craft something to be destroyed.
Yeah.
And that's such a good feeling.
And it goes back to chaos. I think what we do with chaos as humans is we create structure. We create form out of chaos, but we know that it all goes back to chaos.
Chaos is nothing bad. It's just plenty of opportunities. Create yours, form it, and leave it.
Wow, you're a magician.
No.
You're a magician.
I just love you. It's all good. We go to Scottish nature.
Yeah, next time we could do
we?
this in different parts around the world. Come to Newcastle and then just drive. Then you have your car.
And how many hours you drive from the Newcastle?
2 hours.
Only?
Yeah, 2 hours. When you're in my factory.